Hi there. This is Through the New Testament in 1 Year. We are on day 225. And today we're doing Romans 13. Okay? Paul has been speaking to the Gentiles on why they are now part of the children of Abraham due to being grafted into the tree, right? We are grafted into the tree, right? Bearing fruit on the tree of the children of Abraham. Oh. And this is another subject he's going to talk about today. This is a short chapter, so it won't take long. Submission to the authorities, right? Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Kind of hard to believe but God has a plan, right? Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment, right? And it does say in other parts of the Bible that sometimes God will put bad people in certain places just so they can be exposed, right? So let's hope that's what's going on. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain, for he is a servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Therefore, one must be in subjection, not only to avoid God's wrath, but also for the sake of conscience. For because of this, you also pay taxes, for the authorities are ministers of God attending to this very thing. Pay to all what is owed to them, taxes to whom taxes are owed, revenue to whom revenue is owed, respect to whom respect is owed, honor to whom honor is owed. Right? And that whole thing, when you're in a bad government, it's really hard to, to do that. But, right, you're supposed to always obey the law, right? That's true. Right? And there will always be people that disagree with whoever's in power, okay? There will always be rebellion out there and protests. They had them then, they have it now, okay? And remember, the Roman government he's talking about is no better than the government we have now or have had in the past, okay? It's looking up now, but, right? So, yeah, okay. Fulfilling the law through love. Owe no one anything except love to each other. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandment, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and any other commandment are summed up in this word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to a neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. He got that from Jesus, didn't he? Besides this, you know the time, the hour has come for you to wake from sleep. For salvation is nearer to us now than we first believed. The night is far gone, the day is at hand. So then let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us walk properly as in the daytime, not in orgies and drunkenness, and not in sexual immorality and sensuality, not in quarreling and jealousy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh to gratify its desires. There you go. Well, this part is, they've made this almost impossible, huh? Owe no one anything, right? We're all in debt. It says in Proverbs, we are all slaves, right? Slaves to debt. Which there are very few free people. Okay, they're all slaves. Okay, and this is the further and further degrading of society in the world until Jesus comes back, right? Right. And this 11, I think I'm going to put this on the internet just to cause a stir, right? Besides this, you know the time, that the hour has come for you to wake from sleep, for salvation is nearer to us than when we first believed. The night is far gone, so the day is at hand. And let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. All right. Good stuff, huh? Good stuff, huh? I wonder if I can copy that. Oh, I can. Copy. There, we'll just leave that in the clipboard. So there you go. That's chapter 13. Romans 13. The good memory verse. Tomorrow we'll do 14 all by itself. Another short chapter. So don't pass judgment on one another. So there you go. Nice day 225. So catch up on any you may have missed. Give us a like if you think about it. And we'll do it again tomorrow. See you then.